Welcome back to episode 131 of Who Should You Choose? In the last video, I talked about how EA does a poor job at explaining the basics of the game, things that you would, for the majority of players that have been playing for years, don't even think about. So, for example, the one that I brought up recently quite a bit was the how to change your power play lines by simply hitting square and then actually going over and switching them. It blows me away that people didn't know how to do that, and I'm going to keep bringing it up, but it brought up another idea of mine, and that's go over showing you guys some of the most minute things that have been in the game forever that you have no idea exist. And one of them I mentioned off the cuff was how to change your arena's goal horn. And it's super hidden, but I feel like it's actually like a pretty cool feature because there's so little customization in the game. So someone asked how to do it in this video, and I thought, hey, let's do another field trip, huh? All right, so you go over to your team. All right, I'm the Nads. All right, look at that record, 648 and 67. That's not influenced by squad battles at all. That's completely accurate. All right, so then we go to audio settings, and look at that, arena goal horn. You want to put the best one in the game on, you go San Jose Sharks. You want to put the worst one in the history of mankind, you go Ottawa Senators. So, it's up to you, but it's right there, and it's been in the game for I don't know how long, since I've been covering it. And so, I think I'm going to do like a 50 things that you might know, but probably don't, and maybe just blast a whole video for it. Might be interesting, because there's a lot of things that people have been playing for like a decade, and they don't even know. So, let's get into it. We'll go over some of the questions and comments. I do want to go out of order here because there was an interesting one that I want to start off with. And also, fellas, hope you're enjoying your lunch. I post this around lunchtime with the purpose of, a lot of the 9-to-5ers on the East Coast, they might be on lunch. I don't know. I saw some people message me saying that it's their favorite thing to do on lunch. So anyways, Mac Moore says, a question for the community. Do you think synergies even matter when assembling teams at this stage of the game? The attributes are past mid-90s, and how could they impact cards or teams? Maybe this is a question specific to event chasers or just people like myself who always want what's new. It's very minute. I think that synergies are definitely far more important at the beginning of the year, but they're also much harder to actually get activated, especially this year because they just removed customizable synergies because, of course, they did. God, man, that was it's something that you don't realize that is really good in the game. Customizable synergies. If you go back and look, guys, there was a team builder. I actually think it was Robin Regeer, funny enough, because he came out. One of the team builders was Robin Regeer, I think. I could be wrong. And he was like an okay card, like low 90s speed, whatever. But he had a bunch of customizable synergies that if you got activated, he ended up getting up to 93 speed, 93. And this is in February. He wasn't one of the high 90 team builders. And it's just if you can customize your team with it, you can get a really big boost on some of the good cards with the synergies. This year, man, God, they don't, because I always say that you wouldn't want to activate a synergy. A synergy is never worth more than a whole card. So if the question is, hey, except for your fourth line, obviously. But it's on my third line and above, it's hey, would I remove this card for a much higher rated good card or kind of do a synergy burner? I would never do the synergy burner. They don't matter that much. There are some that are important. Speed is one, because when you both get going, right, every slight step is important in the game, and the higher the speed rating, the higher you can pull away. Even by just a foot, that can sometimes be a breakaway or just getting in front for a 2-on-1, that kind of thing. So speed, excel, and agility, those three skating synergies are very important. I think that the other one, face-offs. Face-offs might be the single most important attribute down to the actual, one attribute point. Because if you watch my face-off video, guys, if you haven't, go watch it. It's, in my opinion, the best breakdown and tip video I've done in the last 5 years. And I've gotten a lot of good feedback on it, and it looks like it's helpful. I just released it at a terrible time because I'm so, I don't know, reinvigorated by playing the game in June. Don't ask me. It's weird. I don't know. That being said, if you have 99 face-offs and you go up against someone that has 98, and let's take ping, let's say you're on the same ping, which we're not, but let's say we're on the same ping and we have no quick draw at all, right? So it's just 99 against 98. If you both tie up, if you both do backhand straight back, if you both do something that results in a toss-up, you will win the draw, which means that you now automatically win a tie, and you automatically win anytime you do a counter. So it's not perfect, but it's about like 66% chance you'll win a faceoff, right? The other person has to do the counter to whatever you're doing to beat you. So faceoffs are extremely important, and it's changed. Like I've had developers over the years tell me that faceoffs don't matter what they do, and it now appears from like testing that it is down to the one, right? The ones that don't really matter, like strength, balance, puck control, all of those do matter, but you're not going to see a big enough difference from a synergy. So do they matter? No. Are they a great cherry on top? Yes. Like I said, for the important stats, and I shouldn't have said body checking, because body checking is an important one. Defensive awareness is, but it's already 99 for pretty much everyone. I should do a ratings video. Maybe that's an idea. Do a ratings video and just go over a refresher of what every rating does and how important it is, from that. Endurance is another one this year. Endurance is important. It never was really, but now it is. So I just want to jump on that one. Thank you for the question. I like those ones. That was well thought out. All right. Da Vinci Code says it would be cool if they made over-under cards, sort of like day fantasy cards. Each game day, let's say Bobrovsky has over-under saves and you picked right. Their overall goes up. It would match whatever the sporting book has his saves at. I know it involves gambling, but at the end of the day, it's a game and there's no money involved. I would love, like, I've talked about the gambling aspect of Ultimate Team. Like, there's a part of the brain that is stimulated by gambling of any kind. And Ultimate Team does it perfectly for kids that don't like going to the casino, but they don't realize that they're locked in, and it's massaging the part of the brain that loves gambling, right? And anytime that you add more gambling, fantasy cards, perfect example. That is gambling. Like that is the ultimate gambling. Opening up packs is massive gambling too. But fantasy is like the drawn out long. You're calling your Stanley Cup winner in October for plus 3,000 odds, right? Game day cards, that would be so sick. I would assume that it's too close to gambling, and EA Sports, not NHL, would probably, poo-poo that a little bit. Man, it would be cool though, huh? I would love something like that. Anything that involves, like, I would love it. Follow me here. For anyone that doesn't know and followed me on stream, I did a show for Amazon in December, and then we did a 6-week run in March and April. I did it with Pete Blackburn. It was amazing, but I had a lot of fun doing it. Basically, we were doing a pregame show on Twitch, which is owned by Amazon, for Monday Night Prime Hockey, right? And I actually enjoyed the Monday Night Prime broadcasts, and it kind of became like a thing. The problem is that they use the Leafs a lot. That's why the Leafs had so many Monday night games, by the way, because obviously they want good ratings. And but that being said, I thought the broadcasts were done really well. I liked the ticker stuff and all of like the graphics and everything they used. I thought was really good. Amazon does a good job. They do like Thursday Night Football, and it would be sweet if they did game day cards and just get an Amazon deal. Like, follow me here. The logistics here don't work, and I'm simplifying things. Imagine EA goes to Amazon and says, hey, we want to do a Monday Night Prime promo. Every Monday night, we do a bunch of these cards in game and that you could earn and buy if you wanted to. How about you give us a deal on Twitch drops? Obviously, the creators, God, this community needs more creators, man. I've been saying this every year. If you're a creator and you want to get started, feel free to DM me. I'm terrible at replying to DMs, but eventually I will. And I'm always down to help out anyone new looking for advice and things like that. We are in a desperate need for creators, especially on Twitch. We lost the GWC and all of the best competitive creators kind of left because the GWC's gone. But man, imagine that. Twitch drops are on. So now you can earn packs for free just by watching creators. You've got a deal that, God, I don't know. The wheels are turning, The wheels are turning. All right, G-Wagon says, hey, Sleeves, I was thinking of a way to make Hut Champs and X Factors more worth it. All right, let's hear it. For Hut Champs, I can't read. For Hut Champs, we should return to the collectible system, but add a little bit of a twist. Give the collectibles multiple uses. Allow players to exchange them in for packs if that is what they want to spend them on. The collectibles could also be used to upgrade the card given in Hut Champs. Oh, What I mean by this is for every week of HUD Champs, we get the opportunity to say an 84 overall card after we get to the 10 win milestone. That overall card has the ability to upgrade to 99 as the weeks progress in HUD Champs. So, say 10 Champs collectibles is one overall upgrade card, and every week with a new level unlocks for all of the cards. Give top 100 players a boost in overall. Say maybe get an 87 over card with free abilities. These cards could hit 99 earlier in the year, but it would make it more rewarding for the people who have pushed for top 100 in HUD Champs. They should structure the collectible system so that if a player reached every week of HUD Champs, they could fully upgrade, let's say, 3 of the Champs cards to 99 by the time 99 overall is unlocked. They could also get a master set art for the cards when they reach 99. It would add a lot more options for players who play HUD Champs, as it would also feed into their motto of play your way, as players could now choose if they want to get packs or upgrade. Dude, I love that. I do. One of the big issues with HUD Champs cards, one of the things that we say we hate, the HUD Champs rewards. 100%, they're not as good. However, we do get a guaranteed card, and technically we did last year as well, but you had to trade in basically what you had to do here, only it didn't upgrade. That said, we do get guaranteed cards, which I do like. That is a good thing. We didn't get that before in the same way. You just hit 10 wins or top 100, you get cards, right? But that being said, the collectible system to choose the packs you want and then upgrade. But the problem with HUD Champs cards is that they don't upgrade. So it's like, okay, I've grinded. I got top 100 George LaRock. All right, that's not leaving my lineup because it'll be. I doubt I'll ever get top 100 again this year, right? And so I like the flex. But it'd be cool if I could keep upgrading them, and at a slow pace, obviously, because it'd have to be like once a month, I think. And what you could do is when you get top 100 or let's say a certain threshold of champs wins, that would be the way to do it. Say 20 champs wins in a month, right? Don't make the bar too high. And then you get a collectible that will allow you to go +1 for the whatever HUD Champs card you want. I don't know. That's interesting. I do like that way, though. Something along those lines. They're upgrading all year. I hate that they just don't upgrade. It's like, oh, you earned it, but like now you got to keep earning it. For X Factors, I think they should play more into the definition of an X Factor. Allow each team to have at least one X Factor card. I can't believe X Factors have fallen this hard. Like, we haven't seen a fall off this hard since, like, Skype, Allow each team to have at least one extra card. For example, give, say, the Oilers an X Factor McDavid and Draisaitl, since they are X Factor the Oilers. The X Factor card should have free abilities, as they are supposed to be the best players on the team. I think that their gold ability should be free. At least. I think that would be... I don't think they all need to be free, but their gold ability should be. Some teams will have more than one X Factor. Make the X Factor cards work as the captain card that are always spoken about. X Factor is supposed to make everyone around their team by giving them free abilities, the potential to bring players on their line up to, let's say, 94 overall. McDavid is on a line with 291 overall cards. Those 91s would be brought up to 93. That's where you get into danger, because cool idea. The problem is that you would see everyone do the exact same thing. That's the problem with the internet and online games. Everyone is going to YouTube channels like mine or whoever's and it's like, what's the path of least resistance to give me the most amount of wins, right? And obviously I'd be like, yeah, this would be the best option. Everyone would start running that. So while I like a lot of your ideas here on that, I think bringing them up is a little dangerous. The captain card is interesting, though. The captain card should be back, and it should be the X Factors. I think it's a good way to start it. And by what I mean by that is if you're going to build an Edmonton Oilers theme team, right, every Oiler that you get gives a +1 to the number required. So let's say you need 5 to get +1 to all of those cards, like a synergy almost. All right, so you get 5 Oilers in your lineup. Everyone goes +5. Those Oilers go to +5. You get 10, they go up +3. Then you got a full lineup, they go up +5. Maybe not that high, because then you get base cards that are like 85 overall. That'd be a little high. Maybe like 1, 2, and 3 overall. I don't know, but that would be sweet. Every year, I want to do it. I want to do it, but next year, I really want to go after long-term cards all year. Oh, since December, my team... Wait, every year I want to do it, but next year I really want to go after... Oh, no long-term cards. My God. I was like, dude, bro, you love pain. Okay. Since December, my team has basically been the same. It's getting kind of boring. Got lucky with my 2 fantasy cards, Parayko and Ekholm. Oh, dude. But I've had the same D1 pair the whole year. This is my issue with Team of the Year. I tried to say it, and I don't want Team of the Year to go away. I don't. Because I think it's a really good... exciting event for the community. but they've killed it to the point where because they don't see upgrades, they're still good. Maybe they are at a good spot. Hold with me. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that. Just think rationally. All right. Every year, 3 events: fantasy, team of the year, team of the season. We just save all of our stuff for that. That's it. It's so boring to me. It's so boring. And then everyone saves all their stuff for launch. Team of the year happens, and then it's like, okay, I got these 6 team of the year cards. They're the best in the game. Then it's like 2 weeks later, where's my upgrade? And those 6 cards are locked in your lineup for the whole year. It's so boring. I'm with you on that, man. No chase cards. I honestly think, like, I'm so curious to see what they do next year with content. Because if we assume that it stays the course, I've been saying this for a long time now, they're going to all but get rid of every chase card. I don't think they can get rid of all of them because the pay pigs or they will come to the trough at the beginning of the year. And if you've got expendable income, hell yeah, brother. But, when you have a card that costs $2,000 to make, there's people out there that'll do that. If you remove that card, there goes $2,000, right? So that I don't know if they would get rid of them completely, but I think it would be the same of, like, they have focused so much on events, FOMO, play all right now, get these cards, because if you miss them, you don't know when the good ones are coming back. And all of the cards I regret making this year, Jerome McGinley, one of my favorite players of all time. I can't use his card if I want to play, even at my skill level now, because he's a detriment to my lineup, which I've said all year, play with your favorite players. It really doesn't matter. But my goal is to be better, right? Like I'm going to Division 1. If you were someone that is trying to get better at the game, you have to make the sacrifice of, like, I can't use bad cards. So that's one, man. Like, the power-up icons, making Supercharge McDavid to trade him in for his team of the year is one of the most painful things I've done in HUT. Like, that caught no money spent. I got McDavid in late December, early January, grinding for him. And he was gone basically in 3 weeks because Team of the Year came out and they didn't make him any better. And I had to pay more. Like, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Like, going all events, it's so hard to go that route because over the last, like, 7 years of HUT, we've been trained, don't chase event cards. But there's certain events, Gallery of Greats was one, Warp Speed. Like, there's certain events that will last you a long time. And I think that as long as you go all in on those events, like, that, it might be interesting. I don't know. No chase cards, though, unless they address it publicly. Like I said, I asked a couple videos ago, what would get you to invest in chase cards again? And for me personally, it would be them giving a roadmap to chase cards. Like, what are you doing with X Factors? What is the plan with them? What is the plan with power-up icons? If they don't want to tell us, I'm out, dude. I could be wrong, and they could make them sick. I'm not falling for that crap again. No, absolutely not. Thanks for the block shot tip. Appreciate it, brother. For anyone that's struggling with block shots, guys, go on Superstar. Put all of your team, the cards that you need to get block shots with, on one line, and your penalty kill. Take a penalty or ice the puck continually on Superstar and just sit there. You'll get it eventually. Also, FEA for putting that in the game. If you would change 3 things in the game, anything, what would you change? Throw in your wishes. Every time I get asked this, I'm, like, overwhelmed because my ADHD kicks in, and I'm like, there's 7,000 things I want them to change. I'm going to go without thinking. I want to fire up the game and it sound and look like I'm watching Amazon Prime Hockey or Wednesday night hockey on CBC. You know what I mean? Like, I want to watch what it looks like on a real broadcast. Enough with the Fortnite crazy light show, all of that. I can respect what they were doing, trying to parlay to another younger audience. I can totally understand that because I think the NHL video game skews older than most sports games. So I can understand why they were doing all the flashiness, man. But bring back the traditional broadcast. Like, that is something that I just so desperately want. In HUT, I just want to be able to collect cards. I just want to be able to collect, like, if I collect a team, give me a card that should upgrade or at least has a massive, usefulness, right? Like, I'm okay with 299s being in the game exactly like the show does. I'm okay with that. It wouldn't break the game, and you would see it. It would be so stupid expensive that if someone wants to spend $5,000 to get, let them. but it would be something to grind all year for if you collected every base card in the game. But they give out a lot of packs, and even though far fewer than what they used to. But like, I don't know how hard it would be to collect everyone. Again, you guys, you have to understand when I say don't make things easy as you want. If you make everything super easy, you lose interest. You need a challenge. That's just being a human, brother. That's going to do it for today's episode of Who Should You Choose. Thank you guys again for watching. Hope you guys change up your goal horns. I'll see you next time.